Interesting. All right.
And at some point, we're going to be live again, so everyone can see us and see what's going on here.
So, hi-ho.
If you can hear and see us, put some PogChamps in the chat.
Yeah, PogChamps, foreheads, pasta that.
Pasta that. Just let us know that we're. Oh, there we go. See, there we go.
Appreciate it, chat, giving us the technical confirmations we need.
So for the last few minutes, the interim that people that you guys have missed out on, we had Jetabb go up to Death Mountain with his flute. This is going to be a bit of a brief recap of everything. Finding the hammer, choosing not to go and do Tower of Hera, but then also finding Moon Pearl and deciding to come back and just immediately jump into Value Skullwoods. Value Town.
Yeah. Maybe, trying to come up with one for Village of Outcasts, but the best I could do was like Value of Outcasts, but the Value's not a location, so
Not so much, but we did also get to see on top of Spectacle Rock the single arrow, which we know is the most important arrow in the entire...
Mirror absolutely 100% required to get that item anyway.
You know, the funny thing is that single arrow is in Palace of Darkness, a place where you don't actually really need just one arrow. Like, it doesn't make any sense where it's located either.
Right.
Although we should make it so that you can't beat Ganon until you find the silver arrow. I'm liking this. The single arrow.
The single arrow. The master arrow. Make it so much more epic if it's on the pedestal. All right.
Well, this is and to our chat. Secondary tournament is amazing and legit. It's why I personally entered it. Well, that and I'm admitting the main one, but this is like a lot more. You don't have to feel as much pressure when you're playing it. There's pressure, but it's not like if you lose here, whatever. No big deal. You're gonna play some more, and we have
a sword. Yeah, C's sword today apparently. But yeah, great. A great crowd of people involved in the secondary tournament, and like you said, it's a little bit lower pressure environment. It's also you get this might be a poor comparison to make for the crowd, but it's like the difference between a college and a pro sport, where at this point you may see some more wild card plays and things that some of our main tournament runners might not even think of doing.
Oh, absolutely. Some of the bigger gambles, some of the crazier things. You'll see people hold out for safeties a little bit longer.
Right.
Nothing on the floating island, and we do have this is a big divergence, right? We have LordMonte doing the Tower of Hera play.
Yeah, and we'll see what what comes of it. It looked like Crystal 6 on Turtle Rock, if I saw that right.
Okay, so the Pyramid Fairy is going to have a whole lot of nothing for our players. That's not necessarily true, just a guess.
Yeah, statistically, it seems like that would be the big thing.
So that's really good news for LordMonte that he does not have to go back and check the Ether Tablet. I'm thinking a lot of these things are going to come back and be like, these are the early plays that lead to advantages later, where Jetabb will maybe have to check the pedestal later, or will have to go out of his way, or go out of his way to get Ether. And the animation for Ether is much longer than going up there and finding out you don't need it with without a sword.
Right, because by the time you get up there, you're not going to stop and check with your book, because then if it is something good, then...
Well, if you have the Master Sword, you just go straight into the animation. So you're, like, stuck collecting whatever that item is.
Oh, right, yeah, no, you pull out the book and then go. Yeah.
Yes. So
right, there's no option.
Admittedly, that's a few second time save.
For sure.
In this particular case.
Yeah, and either way, you got to favor informational plays and getting dungeons done.
Oh yeah, no, it's absolutely a big you're kind of like that playing the difference between the two. Looks like Lord Monty's gonna grab his key and do a single story fall.
Much better than the double story fall.
Setting up that bomb jump is it's rough, especially when you don't have the boots, which our players still do not have, and Jetabb's making excellent use of this hookshot through Thieves Town.
I do love seeing the movement tech with the hookshot. It's one of those things that I feel like we don't see enough of, and that's not a statement to the runner so much as to my enjoyment of it. But also, it exemplifies one of my favorite things about the randomizer, putting your kit to work. Just like whatever items you get, figure out a cool way to use those for whatever seems progression. So like unlocking the, what do you call it? If you get to Thieves Town and he does have a sword, which he might favor, but going ham with the canes in this upcoming boss fight, totally awesome move.
Absolutely. I think I would generally, at the very least, do the first two phases of blind with the sword, and then get lazy and probably flip on the blue cane.
Yeah, I mean, it's built-in safety along with being able to level in the last 3 hits. Definitely a good move. Of course, if you're feeling gutsy, you go with the red cane and just toss the blocks around.
And it looks like...
It's a little unfair that he's blind, but hey.
Lord Monty is leaving an item locked behind a fire source in Tower of Hera.
Yeah, I think so. Got bombs off of Moldorn, but I didn't see anything else on the way up.
So he's gonna be having that in the back of his head for the remainder of the race.
And now that play we were lauding earlier may end up observationally playing to Jetabb's favor.
The back and forth.
Yep.
But both of these players are doing great moves right now. They're both getting Crystal out of the way. Both of them, well, Jetabb at the very least being able to full clear the dungeon that he's in.
Yeah, it's nice having the hammer for this. Another one of those things that, you know, unlike Monty's play in Hera, he'll be able to get everything out of here and have the peace of mind. This time it comes in the form and flavor of a burrito, but hey.
And something of interest, it was either Skull Woods or in our current Thieves Town dungeon, but the fire rod has been picked up by Jetabb.
Oh, so it has.
Which means he's got a fire source. He's feeling pretty comfortable about a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, plus minus dark rooms pretty much has like a lot of the creature comforts of the game.
I'm actually thoroughly surprised. It looks like Lord Monty's going for the spike cave.
Oh. Right, and here I'm looking at a Jetabb pulling out the red cane. But yeah, has Burna, has Lift, has Hammer.
It's all the stuff you need. I don't know why. Maybe looking for a heart there first. This would be amazing if this was his first sword.
Oh man, yeah, because it's gonna be one that likely Jetabb doesn't end up getting. Down goes blind. A little bit of combo sword cane strats.
Well, let's hope that this play on Spike Cave really does lead to something amazing. And it's 10 arrows.
Amazing. Yeah, at this point, between that and the stun prize, that's just devalued further, but yeah.
Oh, I don't think anyone's ever terribly happy for finding arrows anywhere.
Yeah, not until you need them way too desperately, right? Like, oh no, I got out of Aga Tower with 2.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I will say the
Ganon's Tower, rather, but I think you understood.
Yeah, it's if you're doing the NMG run and you get through Ice Armos, and you're like, I only have 2 arrows. I better go grab the extra set of arrows behind the big key.
Right.
So that was 3 digs into 50 rupees.
Right. Yeah, making a good chunk of his money back.
And I believe our first check on Hype Cave.
All right, let's get hype. Although to be fair, if Paradox was packing earlier, then I think we've used up our hype.
We haven't used up our hype. We still have like a lamp or something.
It's true. Oh, there's the lamp and a sword.
No. He didn't get the lamp somewhere else.
No. See, Jetabb picked up the lamp off of Stumpy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I see that now. That's fine. The lamp and the sword.
Yeah.
This is good. Our players will have the Master Sword shortly.
Indeed.
Or at least Jetabb will. It looks like
we're
LordMonte4
quick follow-up.
Yeah, going up north to probably check Pyramid, maybe check Catfish. He seems to be preferring the overworld, whereas Jetabb is kind of preferring... I want to say he's preferring dungeons, but they both done one dungeon.
Right. Alright, and what have we got on the pyramid today?
Another sword.
Wow.
So the very first sword was found by Jetabb in the C-shaped house. And a second sword was in the Hype Cave, and a third sword was on the pyramid. This is going to be good for our players. They're going to have Tempered. They're going to be pretty set for the whole rest of this race.
Yeah, I mean, Tempered is about what you want, and if they could only find those silvers, they'd have a Ganon fight they are certainly comfortable with.
Absolutely. This is
right.
Our commentator's curse is working in reverse, though. We're like naming things and they're showing up.
Yeah. Ganon.
That's...
Wait, right, it's gotta be items. It's gotta be items.
Yeah. Well, I was playing around and messing around with stuff. I actually made Ganon the stun prize once. It doesn't look as cool as it should, but it's really him, and he just throws a trident and then buggers off.
Oh, that's amazing. Does it get the musical trigger too?
No, the music...
I guess that's attached to the room, huh?
Yeah, it's attached to falling into the room.
Oh, man. I just love that, though. Boomerang, sword. Bwah, 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 bwah.
It was, and it's really this like the OAM, like the graphics are all messed up, but it's like the size of him, and then you see him spin the trident, and you're like, okay, that's the trident, and then he throws it, and then he just teleports away, and you're like, what just happened?
Right, because it probably has it set up that he's going to set locations on a different map, even. Like,
you know,
yeah, he has to teleport to somewhere inside the room. Is my guess. You'd probably, well, not probably, you would certainly know more about it than I do.
So a question we can add. A question from chat was, can we add sounds to the game? There is the ability to add sounds. We can add songs, but it's like a lot of effort to write new songs, as it were. There's stuff that Carcat's been working on to like write a music editor that I've seen pieces of, and it's been looking amazing. But to add brand new sounds, I'm actually, that's a little out of my depth to answer.
Yeah, I know that with the old hardware, it's certainly we'll say it's very specific, the workflow you have to go through to add resources to games like these, and our sprite devs will probably be able to speak to that as we have our Mog and our outline guy here.
Oh yeah, I actually started working on doing a sprite, because for me, programming is always like knowing everything you can about all the different aspects of it.
Right.
And I feel for every person who's ever made a sprite so much. Like, it feels like there's 1,000 frames that you're like 1,000
yeah.
cells that you're filling in.
Right. And on something like this, you don't necessarily get the virtues of like onion skin and things like that.
Oh no, yeah, that'd be amazing. Hey, Herfy Durfy in the chat hanging out.
Yep.
It's everyone from Group F, the Flippers. Okay.
And Monty did go for his tempered sword then, as we knew he would, just hanging out in a village of outcasts.
That's gonna make traversing this dungeon slightly faster. He'll be able to basically one-hit kill everything, except for blind, of course.
Right.
And that's a slightly huge thing. Although most of this you can just kind of navigate through, avoiding most enemies. You don't really have to kill them.
Yeah, there's only a few key enemies that like kind of just get in the way. And then, depending on your routing choices in the room, what do you call it when you go right downstairs, you might want to kill some enemies in that room.
Right.
Alright.
Now, I don't think Jetabb has checked the full castle yet. I think he did do the back half, but he didn't go and get the single item. So he doesn't know where the map is at this point.
Right. The fire rod was in the front part of Thieves Town, apparently. Just seeing Monty get it. But yeah, so Jetabb is going to make this play down to what we know to be a map, but not in error from his point of view.
No, it's this just confirms that he needs to go check one more location in this dungeon.
He's going to be dancing in the dark. Or waiting on, or wait, no, he's got the lamp. He checked Stumpy.
He'll probably, no, he's going back for it. I would have saved it for later, if I really had no more progression left to me. But maybe he's feeling that. He does have the fire rod. He can finish Skull Woods. And he has the tempered sword, which makes finishing Skull Woods so much easier.
Indeed.
So I think if I were, you know, picking a play, I would probably do that first before coming here. But then again, I mean, he's probably feeling like there's so much I need. I'm just gonna check everywhere that's available to me.
Yeah, and I'm sure another thought that may have crossed is, oh, I don't want to forget this later.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just going, oh, I'm gonna do all of Escape now on principle, and he'll get a blue rang for it from what I remember.
That is correct. The best rang, the only rang.
And boomerangs in general, superior to the hookshot in one single respect. It could come into play as he goes to Skull Woods. From what I remember, rangs will stun a Gibdos.
They will.
The hookshot will not.
They also shoot diagonally.
Yeah, gotta love the diags.
So they can get around stuff, and they do not stop your movement. I mean, they do for like a second, for the motion of when you throw it, but after that, they let you continue moving.
Right.
And they just look cooler.
Yup. Although, benefits of hookshot takes you with it, and eye frames.
Yeah, okay, so the hookshot legitimately is the better of the two. If we were really laying them next to each other.
Yeah. Also, boing boing.
Not to call out anyone or you know do any kind of name stuff, but somebody once asked in chat like what the reference was for the pedestal text for the hookshot being boing boing boing, and they're like, well, what are you referencing? And the answer is this game.
Right,
it legitimately says boing when you get it.
Yeah, the text when you get that hookshot out of Swamp Palace in the vanilla game for the US version is boing boing boing. You've got the hookshot. Here we go with a blind fight on the side of Lord.
He has practiced this fight because this right now is textbook.
Yup, this is the script fight. This fight always looks so frantic, but in fact, the first time when you bring in the maiden, if you know it well enough, you can fight him like this. Took, I think, just the one hit in the whole fight. Cleaned up. Very nice.
We got Jetabb just cleaning up Eastern Palace.
Indeed, indeed.
I don't know if I would have I would have considered like going through the Dark World and bringing the portal with me to the beginning of this. Although they do have a lot of items. Are they in Go mode?
Wait, really?
Do they have to do Swamp?
Swamp is pendant.
Are they in Go mode?
Oh
Maybe?
my goodness. Did they just like sneak into Go mode?
It's
like plus minus the medallion for
Misery Mire.
Turtle
Rock.
Yeah. Huh.
Because they don't even have to do Misery Mire.
Wow. Yeah, these guys just slipped into Go mode right under our noses.
When did this what? No. Go back and lose something.
Holy cow. Like, I mean, that has to mean Bombos to open TR, right?
No, it doesn't. It means that maybe they're in Go mode.
Yeah, it's actually more likely they're in Go mode than they're not. Wow.
No, they're not in Go mode. Okay.
Oh, what are they missing?
They're missing the Titan's Mitt.
Oh, of course.
And I think Desert Palace was boots locked. Okay, we're back to not sneaky Go mode.
All right.
They have enough items they're missing.
Yeah, they're in requires more accessory.
Yeah. They at least need a shovel. I don't know. Maybe a mushroom would be nice. Oh, Desert had okay, so they don't need the boots. Unless Big Key and Ganon's Tower is on the torch. Wink wink. Hope nudge.
Right. Yeah. Well, we'll see what pops up in the rest of Desert. Because with Fire Source in hand, we're likely to see this just get finished off for Jetabb now.
Yeah.
While Lord trying to line up this bomb jump and does get it, but taking a little bit of abuse from the Moldorms.
He's at 1 heart. I would have considered falling in the hole at that point. Nope, never mind. Still has a fairy in a bottle.
Right.
I would have done it though.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was what I was thinking too. Heck, I would do something like that in Skull Woods just to get rid of the beep. And 50 more minutes in, you're definitely gonna still pick up this heart container because you're working with the first row of hearts.
Yeah, and I'm not sure with the Mog Sprite what male he's on.
It's in the eyes. I think he's blue.
What? You can see that? Okay, we'll just roll with it.
Well, also, if I recall right, the library holds the red.
Right. Boots locked.
Sahasrara had the blue. Or no, he had the flippers in the... I don't know. He had some blue stuff.
He got blue stuff. It was flippers in the ice rod. Where it's
That's what it was, yeah.
Blue is the well.
Tracker coming in on that, thank you.
Oh, thank you. That was our tracker, in fact.
Indeed. Shout outs to Buckshot.
Keeping us on point and not lying to you, or telling you that the people can enter places that they can't enter, or can technically enter.
Well, he can go in. I caught that clip. That was stellar stuff.
It was true.
They're gonna bring the fire rod to bear to start this Lammel's fight, but having a bit of trouble aiming it. The fight does get pretty frantic if you don't nail it down right away.
Yeah, the quick kill with the fire rod, once you get it, it's such a beautiful quick kill. And Lord Monty deciding he's going to take on Mothula with 1 heart.
Well, he does have the fairy in the bottle, so there's that.
Well,
but still.
Gets it out of the way. Just gets the fairy out of the way.
May as well.
And this fight, initially, when you practice it more, you realize it's not nearly as bad as you think it is. He's halfway done with Mothula right now.
Right.
Okay, one more swing, one actual hit with that tempered sword, and Mothula's dead. There we go.
very nice.
That was a really good cleanup on Moth.
Yeah, I mean, the trick there is take advantage of the early. And other than that, don't get freaked out when the spikes start moving. Easy thing to do, but the cleanest fights I've seen, apart from the, like, basically, like, how many hits is it even with the tempered sword?
4 hits.
Yeah. Like, just starting off and go whack, whack, whack. And just getting it done before anything moves. But other than that, like, the clutch fights are always, wait, okay, now strike.
Oh, yeah, where you're basically just trying to get all your timing down.
Yeah. So I want to say it was earlier today, we had a half-heart Moth finish, and then waiting out the outline bunny, pick up a key.
I think LordMonte counted his items because it was 20 rupees, and then wasn't there something in one of the earlier chests in Skullwoods?
Oh, I think so, but I can't rightly remember.
Oh, that's fair. What we're hoping is, to keep LordMonte happy, basically heading south and probably getting his lamp, and he doesn't really need it for anything at this point, but it's always nice to have.
Definitely. Oh, a little side shot from Jetabb there.
I don't know what causes that.
I have a feeling it's gotta be some kind of movement thing, because it looked like to me that he jutted to the right before he shot too, like just to line up the thing a little closer, but I don't know. It's about the 3rd time I've ever seen it.
Oh, I don't know. Then maybe it's something I'm doing, because I consistently get that to happen.
It might be true. Maybe it's just this group, F is for Fire Rod, and also for Freak Out.
Oh, should have named the group Fire Rod. I named it Flippers.
They're both good.
Well, you're always in the search for Flippers.
I'm getting that Celis bunny sprite, little Final Fantasy VI lore.
Jetabb's got to kill himself a Gibdo to get down to Moth.
Yep. Gonna burn a little more of that magic, be able to make that same shot up right here as he baits out a Wallmaster.
So Jetabb's about to clean up his 4th crystal, and we got LordMonte kind of doing some overall cleanup. He'll quickly be able to catch up though, because the only crystal that Jetabb has up on him is the Eastern Palace one.
Right, and that's a pretty quick clear that he might just route in, as you were suggesting earlier, with the potential of a green pendant pod check.
Like, and I mean, I guess LordMonte has Hera and Jetabb has Desert. Again, 2 short dungeons.
Indeed. There we go. Lamp for Monty.
I think pod's the play.
Yeah, because we still need the mitts for both of our remaining dungeons, crystal-wise.
Or, you know what? Okay, I was going to say, or LordMonte could take a total gamble and just do T-Rock. I mean, if you can get in, you can finish it.
Right. Gonna need mitts for that, but hey.
Would you stop it with them mitts?
Them
okay,
mitts.
Fine. You can't get in. But pretend like you can get in.
Yeah, he could go up and see the medallion, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
Dude,
well, actually, oh yeah, nope, he can't.
Again, the entire side is mitts locked.
Yep, yeah, we're waiting on that. Alright, so yeah, gonna see Lord make his Eastern Palace play. Well, yeah, I think it's pod.
You know what's gonna happen? I'm just gonna change the logic of the game so that I'm correct, and that's gonna be a light
a light stone.
A light rock that you can pick up. No,
Vitorb's called Man with Power. Bees are gonna kill every boss, and all the bees are gonna be good bees. Because they're good bees, Brent.
Oh, goodness.
But yeah, I'm sure runners won't mind that.
I'm sure
being able to make even earlier crazy plays on Turtle Rock. Heck, if you do that, it just means there'll be more times where it's required.
That's right. I can just tell the logic, the restrictions are less, confuse people, force people to clip in. I actually did that accidentally in a glitched mode. I made the mistake of, so the way the logic works is it restricts your ability to get certain places based off the items you have, and it layers it based off of where it thinks certain locations are. And in a glitched thing, the original way we do logic for no major glitches, it assumes that you have to go through Turtle Rock to get to Trinex. Well, in glitched, you absolutely don't have to do that.
Right.
And we accidentally, well, we accidentally put the Cane of Samaria on Trinex.
So now you have to do it.
Yeah, the only way you can get there, I mean, you can glitch into the last part, but to get the cane, you either have to hover the entire length and kill Trinex, or you have to do some other kind of glitching to dupe the crystal and you'll just never see the red cane. But it was...
okay, so you can't actually enter that boss room?
Not without hovering, actually.
Wow. Huh. Well, that is something.
You can do a different trick that allows you to basically fall into a different room that dupes the crystal, like one of the related boss rooms that you... Did you know every boss room is actually 4 rooms?
I saw that on one of like the map printouts one time, but it didn't make sense of it.
The extra rooms are utilized for extra code, as like a simplified way of putting it is they're utilized for extra code. So when you're fighting Trinex, the like heads are in a different room logically for the actual fight.
Interesting.
But then they're like kind of transposed. It's a interesting way that they do it.
Huh.
And I could just be...
So you've got light and dark and like several shades of gray world. Interesting.
That's right, main Trinex head needs some privacy. Explaining super tiles.
JC doesn't want to reveal how the sausage is made. Yeah, and I wanted to ask you. You were explaining the searcher sprites earlier, and what's the movement algorithm on those guys like? Is it just running around? Is it like a spiral or something?
There is a video on YouTube somewhere. I forget who posted it, but it shows in the castle one of the green guards, their searcher sprite, and it's kind of like it might be different per sprite that uses them, but it was kind of like a back and forth getting closer to himself from what I remember of it.
Interesting.
But you'd have to just go find the video. It's amazing.
Oh, for sure.
Like once you see it, you're like, oh, this makes 100% sense why this always happens.
Interesting. Well, we are seeing that pod play now. It's some new stuff, and we're probably getting it from both of our runners, it looks like. Having dwindled down their options.
Pod's a great play.
5 potential items.
Well, they're locked out of, because we remembered that we don't have the Titansmith. They're locked out of Ice Palace, Misery Mire, and Turtle Rock.
Right.
So this is the play.
Right, and lacking Mirror cannot get into Swamp. So yeah, it's pretty much a forced pod dip. Plus minus if we're all forgetting some overworld that haven't checked yet.
Without Mirror or Mitts, I think our runners have looked at pretty much every overworld location they can.
Yeah, I think so too.
Between the two of them, I don't know if like there might be 1 or 2 like
right
for each player, but
yeah, and at least it's an extra item in the green pendant, as Herfy points out in chat. And so in a way, this dungeon now has 6 items.
Absolutely, and I think if I were coming into this dungeon knowing it had the green pendant, unless I literally found everything I need, like, that would include Bombos. I wouldn't stop searching this dungeon if I found all the other items. If I got everything else except for Bombos, I would probably continue to the end of this dungeon anyway.
Right, because especially with Sahasrara right there, if he ends up holding the Bombos medallion and just absolutely solidifying your go, then it was a good move.
Right, and it's not a whole lot of time loss continuing on to the end of this dungeon.
Right. Pretty much a straight shot, and both of our runners with the lamp too, so not too much to struggle with.
Right.
Yeah, so far, pretty much a quintessential mullet mansion, as Bob likes to put it. Got all the business up front, keys and big keys. And that means all our party's gonna be in the back.
Interesting bit of knowledge. The V27 logic corrects for the bow issue that people have found.
And, you know, could you... I've heard a couple of different explanations of it. I figure Dev would know best. Would you humor us?
As to why it happens?
Yeah, or like, what is the glitch? And, yeah, if it seems relevant, then why it happens. Because my understanding is basically there's like a placement of the bow, or an issue placing the bow that can lead to a soft lock, but...
It has to do with the way that we changed the logic to count the number. It used to like check where keys were in the dungeon to determine what you had access to, and we do have the Titan's Mitt.
Oh, all right, party on.
It's a big old party time. We changed from it checking where keys were located, which was a logical, like in the code, it was kind of a nightmare to say, all right, if there's a key here and a key there and a key there, then you can get to here if you have these 4 items. Then if there's a key here, and a key there, and these 2 items, you can get to this. So we changed it to turn around and just count the number of keys that you have in total. So if you have access to 4 keys, you can get to the back half of the dungeon.
Gotcha.
Keeps it real simple. The problem is the way the front half of the dungeon is laid out. There are 2 items that are bow locked. 2 locations that are bow locked.
Right, that are included in that set. And so, okay.
So, the only way that bow could technically ever be in the back half was if it didn't think you needed bow to get to the back half. Which means basically all the keys would have to be on the left-hand side.
Gotcha. I want a riot shield out of that big chest.
And a save and quit.
Interesting. I think I only saw two items out of there, though. Like,
they got their mitts and said, I'm gonna go check and see what's on top of Turtle Rock, I guess.
Yeah, hey, I mean, more than once that the Ice Rod has been in Turtle Rock in this tournament. And so, crazier things can happen.
Yeah, I think at this point, right, if it's not Bombos, they're in go mode.
Right.
And we're sure of it this time because we remembered the only thing we needed was the Titan's Mitt.
Right. Plus minus the Bombos, but we already stipulated.
This is, I mean, in go mode at right around an hour is not bad.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is pretty darn quick, and especially when what they have left are Turtle Rock and Ice Palace. In particular, depending on big key placement, these 2 are gonna go real fast.
And well, unfortunately, Lord Monty still has to do the slow run into Desert Palace, I believe.
Oh, that's true.
Without the mirror, it's Ether on top of Turtle Rock.
Oh, very nice. He's gonna pop that open and likely hop right inside. He made the trip up here once, and he'll have to do it again either way.
Yeah, so this might actually be Advent. Oh, I see. It looks like Jetabb's doing the... He hasn't found the Titan's Mitt yet.
Oh, gotcha. He's gonna go down to the Spike Trap Room.
He decided to do the Dark Maze first.
Okay, so all 5 items were found out of pod. Okay, I missed where 2 of them were. Cool.
And I guess Lord Monty just wanted to see what Turtle Rock was, open it up, and then peace out to finish up the remaining dungeons.
Yeah, I would say that makes sense, you know, figure out, am I in go mode for sure, and then you don't have to worry about it in here, or in ice, which obviously has like a way longer full clear time.
Absolutely. And Jetabb, considering going to the boss, stopping, considering it again, and then saying, nope, I'm gonna go check Turtle Rock.
There we go, both of the players going for the certainty. Yeah, and so as you said before, getting the slow walk through Desert Palace, gonna finish this off. Haven't been here earlier, but
this will put our runners basically at parity. The amount of time it's gonna take Jetabb to check Turtle Rock, and then he'll probably just finish it, would be my assumption.
You think he'll hop right in?
Well, I mean, I would.
Yeah.
I would think. He's gonna, I guess, check some locations on the way up.
Yeah, hey, not bad. He's actually, looks like he's still operating with the Master Sword, so...
No, he is tempered. He just didn't update his tracker.
I'm looking at his tracker via multi, so yeah, that's my bad.
Yeah, I thought the same thing earlier.
Yeah,
Hookshot right through the block.
Yeah, other than that, I guess looking for safeties and all that.
Yeah, his best bets would be silver arrows, followed up with, like, half magic would probably be the next.
Oh, yeah, and I forgot they were lacking the silvers, in which case, then, yeah, I'd say, you know, these are on the way.
What else could you pick up that would be good? The mirror, actually, surprisingly, would be a good item to pick up for...
Oh, yeah, for Ganon's tower? Oh,
yeah. Otherwise, you're walking back to the entrance.
Right. And at that point, you're just hoping for a key behind Armo, so it's not so frustrating.
Yeah, actually, without the mirror, you do the one... I've done it where I, like, pause, and I'm like, wait, if I save and quit now, this is very bad.
Yeah. Or you try Death Warp with a fairy in a bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Down go Lambos for LordMonte. We're going to get a hookshot cave check from Jetabb. Maybe we'll find this in the bunk chest. Because that's another item that'd be nice, right? A couple of long hallways you have to do.
A few. I don't know. At this point, I don't think you're going to gain a whole lot out of it.
Yeah. Oh, the cape may come into play on a Ganon fight.
Yeah.
Without half magic is, yeah.
At this point, he's just going to make the play on Turtle Rock. No? Gonna check Spike Cave?
That's...
I guess.
Huh.
He hasn't done Tower of Hair as well.
Oh, he hasn't?
No. He must not have. Nope, he's checking Spike Cave.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought I saw both of our guys take down Moldorm.
They did.
Yeah, alright. Huh, this is,
He must not feel comfortable, or... Is he missing something that I'm not aware of?
I guess it's kind of just in the same vein of, oh, well, if I was up here and it was the one place I didn't look and it was silvers, and my opponent has a tempered sword and gets the silvers, then, oh boy, am I in trouble.
Yeah, but you're also coming to the point where silvers have their highest chance of being inside of probably Swamp Palace by now.
Right.
Or Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, And he ended up not getting the Turtle Rock info as far as I know. He's just gonna be winging it.
Looks... No, he went up to Turtle Rock. He did a quick check.
Did he? Okay, I totally missed it then.
He walked over. He knows that he has access. I think now he's just filling up his bottle, and he's gonna go do Ice Palace. And then back up to Turtle Rock.
Right. In the meantime, LordMonte has started it off. Nothing of note just yet.
So this puts Jetabb probably about a minute behind LordMonte. So we're going to be down to basically an execution match.
Yeah, this should get real exciting as we approach the end of the seed. And Ice Palace having a couple of sort of bottlenecks that could spell some time loss for our runners, such as this bomb jump that we're going to see LordMonte go for here.
It's a little trickier to set up without boots, but not impossible.
Right. Boots letting you get a little bit of a, like, one step in order to
the boots buffering.
He's gonna put that hook shot to work to sneak around this fire bar.
Oh, and looks like Jetabb's gonna check some items here along the way. I don't mind a few checks in Ice Palace. Like,
yeah.
He'll probably check the Freezor room and now the big chest. But hopefully that's all he checks.
Right. Yeah, because this dungeon, if you do the bomb jump, and if you have the cane, you can be even more carefree about it. You just don't even need the big key.
I think I just saw something I've never seen before.
What was that?
The hook shot kind of clipping into the stairs so that he didn't have to do any, like, walking up against that stairs for a long time. That was amazing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I think I've seen that, like, once before. I was like, oh my god, that solves the no boots problem. This is like, holy knowledge.
That, going into my bank of information I should always know from now on.
Yeah, it's because Ice Palace without the boots is, like, a sort of underappreciated problem.
Let's see, this setup's probably a lot harder with the Mog sprite. I'm sure he's practiced it.
Yeah, that's one of the things that kind of keeps me from playing with the other sprites is... Alright, we got this cold stare fight. They sneak out of the corner. After he sees the potion to get the ice broken. But he takes down 2 of them and the 3rd one short. Very nice.
Pretty good, yeah. He kept him in the corner in the beginning.
Yeah, you gotta take advantage of what you can there, but they do try to slide out and dive.
So, let's see what could happen. Jetabb's probably going to check these next 2 chests. And if there's something important in them, because LordMonte went right by them.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be the time made up immediately from there.
Yeah, it really could. I mean, especially those silver arrows would be huge right now.
Oh, he's just not even gonna bother.
Oh, wow. Went for that first one. And... Oh, man, even has the hook shot out, but doesn't want to bother with the big chest.
Yep, he's probably at this point realizing, you know, if I'm this far...
Yeah, if I found all this stuff, then my opponent might have found it maybe before or after me, but I gotta keep running in either case.
I mean, and he's admittedly checked a lot more locations, especially up when he went up to his Turtle Rock check.
Right.
He went and was like, alright, I'm gonna check all this stuff.
Yeah, he has taken longer to check those than the delay between the start of the boss fights, I would say. And so has been effectively routing Ice Palace faster in spite of that chest check.
Well, he had a pretty good start to this fight.
Yeah, he's sitting on a bit of a low health meter. Oh,
there you
just
go.
Gets it done. Very nice.
It's a dangerous fight to be watching.
Yeah.
Alright, so any, like, little changes, and like a fall to Moldorm, left side, right side gamble in Ganon's Tower, could easily put this into a super tight race.
Yeah, even something as small as going for the rest of Laser Bridge if it turns out not to pack worth, even more so if it does. As we enter Turtle Rock now up top, or on the left side, I guess, for LordMonte.
And we also have a little bit of time saved by LordMonte at this moment because Jetabb still has to open up Turtle Rock.
Right.
And he's also doing some cabbage dance in there.
Yeah. Oh, man. Very traditional Mog culture there. Sneaking around the dead rocks.
Oh, that was close. The Baris can knock you off those platforms.
Oh, yeah.
Into the pit. Right, and like when you're entering or exiting each platform. You have to wait.
And shout outs to our tracker, BuckshotBoo24. Shout outs to our restreamer, LordMonte4. Shout outs to you, chat, for tuning in.
It's a lot of shout outs.
Yeah,
Shout-outs to my mom.
And the biggest one, of course, of these runners putting on the show, getting things done, doing Turtle Rock now.
Absolutely. They are fighting for the bracket stage. Either runner who wins here goes on to the brackets.
Yep.
Hey, what's that Bari? Being a jerk.
Yep, knocking you off the platform that you kind of didn't get knocked off, but that's alright. Super Nintendo can only do so much.
I would agree. It's probably about a 2-minute difference at the moment. But, I mean, these are some tough rooms in Turtle Rock that they're going to be going through.
Yeah, this Chain Chomp room, obviously infamous for hitting like a truck. And I think actually he can't survive a hit of them right now.
Not with... Well, I think with Blue Mail, he might be able to survive one hit.
He gets a bug net. And he's gonna... Oh, yeah, I was gonna say he's gotta get down the stairs before the cane runs out. He's right there. Oh, man.
Ooh. This has been an incredibly fast seed as well.
Oh, yeah, certainly. We had our... Well, we thought we had the go mode at, what, like 47 minutes for getting the mitts, and then about 20 minutes later we found them, and that was with, like, 4 or 5 dungeons done on each side.
And it looks like LordMonte's just going to go ahead and steal the Pokey Key. And probably not gamble on the big chest.
Yeah, if he's already got the big key, then he's good to go.
Well, it's more not the did I say big key chest? I meant the big chest.
No, I know. Yeah, he's not gonna go to the
laser bridge.
Right.
Yeah, he's heading outside. Which, I mean, he may. No, he shouldn't have to go to the laser bridge.
Meanwhile, Jetabb's going to use that fairy to pick up the bug net. Lacking a powder, will not be able to recoup his loss.
Not easily, anyway. There is a chance just outside of the final part of Turtle Rock to pick up 2 fairies.
This is true.
But you need the mirror, which they do.
Yeah. Unlikely to get. And yeah, you called it. Monty's gonna be stocked for keys.
Although, again, this is one of those... It's 4 chests? Do you just check them? You have the mirror shield. It's not like it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those locations that's sort of got a reputation for holding good items, and so I would find it hard to resist when lacking the silvers.
And then, I mean... He did check the roller pin room, which admittedly is just a lot easier to walk right through.
Right. So, gotta think that'll probably end up checking those too.
Oh, and Jetabb getting the perfect RNG, but not having his sword out. Has to use the fire rod.
Indeed. Alright, making his way through the platform room here.
So this is one of those moments where I think LordMonte has time to check the bridge. He's not going to, but if Silver's around there.
Yeah, this could be a turning point of the run if Jetabb decides to do it. It's either gonna just set them just that much further apart if there's no Earth. And then, or if it comes up big, then it could just make the difference by the end of it. But yeah, Stingy Seed in terms of life, chat pointing out.
Well, I think it's stingy, except for the fact that they had go mode early, like they weren't wasting time. Ooh, and Jetabb decides to take a small tour of this room.
Yeah, that's naturally gonna cost him a bit of time.
I've done that before. I feel his pain.
Oh yeah. And go to really? Him pretty much right back. And yeah, Trinex is just whizzing by.
Look over and he's already in the final phase.
Yeah, he just put the whooping on him with the tempered sword. Very nice. Alright. That's good stuff.
Man, 20 rupees. Jetabb's got to worry about his health. He does have a full potion.
Right, but he would have liked to. Oh no! And he used his fairy earlier.
Oh no!
Oh.
That's not good. At least he's only starting from midway through the dungeon.
Yeah, that is a small heart attack I give myself every time somebody dies in this dungeon. But it definitely does represent a time loss here. But we've got LordMonte4 heading towards Ganon's tower. You know what that means. We've got a big key to find.
Yeah, people gotta guess numbers and put them in the chat. And the more numbers that are in the chat, the more we know that you care about the numbers that are in the chat.
So, get your numbers in the chat. And tell us where you think that big key's gonna be.
You can go from 1 to 22. Or you can say things like, the map chest. Or you can say, Bob's chest.
You should probably say Bob's chest, just a word of advice.
Really?
Oh, I don't know.
I like the map chest.
I'm more of an 11 guy myself.
11's a good number. Okay, so here's what can happen. Jetabb's gonna check these 4 chests.
Alright.
He's gonna do his safety. Maybe.
Oh, jeez. Getting the disrespect from the hard hat beetle. He's coming prepared this time. They're just gonna go for this. Alright.
Oh. You gotta be careful when you do this.
Yeah, you end up back in the line of fire.
Just get the safety save. Alright, and then when you get to Ganon's tower... Oh, half magic.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's turning out to be a bust.
Alright. And one last hope here. Oh, it's a key. That's gonna... Yeah, just additional time loss for this.
And the map chest having the map.
Vanilla map. Oh, man. The excitement. The drama.
And Miramong doing a wonderful job of wanting Pain and Troll to be going on with the 22nd chest. Although if Jetabb is feeling behind, he might legitimately go right side.
Yeah, right now it's looking like it's gonna be over there.
And when it's one of those, it's hard to feel behind at 27 minutes in, or an hour and 27 minutes in, even.
Right. Yeah, the only sneaking feeling you might have is just that, oh geez, if, you know, my opponent is playing the same seed.
Yeah.
But other than that, you gotta be feeling pretty good about being this far this early in a run.
I think the pressure would be put on by the deaths in Turtle Rock.
Oh, for sure. Alright.
It's in Randomizer room.
It is. Number 13. Lucky 13. Alright, well if you guess number 13, you've won yourself a magic mirror. If you get lost in the Golden Land searching for the golden power, just gaze into it and you'll return home.
Okay, so Jetabb's on a single heart.
Oh man.
Final phase of Trinex. He does have a potion.
Yeah, he probably wants to go ahead and you literally can't chance it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, I mean, you get it wrong once, and
I wouldn't do it in a race setting. That's
chance it. Yeah, no. But he gets it done, and we're seeing the big key chest check.
What's going on here from Lord Monty? Is he checking?
He really wants silvers, I guess.
Ice Armos? Is that?
That looks like the play, unless he doesn't know that going up and well, hey, huh?
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna
It's-
say he wants silvers. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, and he's gonna have to go dig for them.
This play to Ice Armos might give Jetabb a chance right back into this race.
Oh yeah, for sure. Of course, we're gonna need him to go left side to keep things dramatic.
Absolutely.
And the silvers perhaps hurting the most right here in this fight, or at least their absence.
Yeah, this is a fight you want to practice at some point.
Yeah.
Just because you don't really want to waste arrows. If you're, I mean, you need at least 4 upstairs, and that's a minimum. You need 4.
Right.
Bomb. Key.
Oh, key.
He was
like the key to go up.
Shy.
Oh man.
I think I would have just gone right side and looked for a key.
Yeah, hard to say. Of course,
Well, at least
lacking
he
boots couldn't get the teaser on the torch.
Oh, how did he get a key shy? Oh, there's a key on the torch. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm understanding it all now. That's why.
Also explains why I checked that big chest.
Well, I would just check the big chest anyway, right?
Yeah. Yeah, looking for silvers, but
you're literally walking right by it.
yeah.
So our players high-five each other in the torch room down there.
Yep, as we begin our ascent, just over 1 hour and 30 minutes into this run. Oh, he's having a little bit of trouble with those arrows and now trolling with the spike trap. Oh, man. And he's got to have a perfect room in here. Plus minus if there's a drop under one of those pots.
Yep.
Yeah, 5 more for the road.
Although I'll tell you, the pot there on the right, if you do the room wrong, you can despawn that by having too many sprites and effects on the screen.
Oh, man. Basically, I feel like you get both those guys to shoot and maybe a BMOS too or something.
Yeah, I guess. But he's gonna end up key shy if he doesn't find a key in this next chest. So weird. Man, Lord Monty didn't open up the center. I don't know. I would maybe consider just going upstairs a key shy. I would maybe consider it.
Yeah, we'll see if that becomes a decision for Jetabb here, as Lord Monty working on this gauntlet, looking to stock up on arrows, I guess. Getting a little kiss from BMOS. Picks up the big key for Jetabb. I'm going to check the other chest. Of course, lacking the mirror, has to make this walk all the way back anyway. Or rather, forward.
Absolutely.
2 hearts now for Monty as he sneaks. Uses the sword momentum to get through ice.
He's getting low on health here.
Yeah, it's getting tight. And you do not want to die on this ascent. He's got a blue potion, he's going to put it to use. Have the added benefit of gaining some magic back for that.
Jetabb decided, I'm going to check this chest first. And and he doesn't want to go upstairs without a key.
Good on him for remembering. But yeah, who knows if we'll end up having found a key in one of the chests upstairs.
I have a strong sneaking suspicion there's a key upstairs. But I could be wrong.
I'm gonna trust your sneaking suspicion as you are one of the devs. And we do find this bridge much more difficult to contend with when we've got the lack of boots.
You know, I might be wrong. There might not be a key upstairs, because they found one after Ice Armos.
I guess that's true. That would play into the distribution in a certain way. Both players gonna go for this.
But a solid Ice Armos, well, okay.
Cursed. Yeah, now he's... Oh, man. Yeah, gotta get away. Alright.
He's one arrow shy of a perfect Ice Armos.
Yeah, jeez. And he'll be getting to his ascent about 5 minutes later than LordMonte did, so that'll be the gap he has to close. He'll be needing some help from Moldorm. We need some help from Ganon. And yeah, no keys there.
Yep, there's only one more chest. I don't think there can be a key. There's only 4 keys in the tower that you can pick up, and one after Armos and one on the torch means there's 2 others to be placed, and they're probably downstairs.
Right side, deep.
Yep.
Alright, yeah, bombs out of that, so good on both of our runners knowing to pick one up before they went. Both choosing the same method, so we won't really get to see a differential in which one would have been faster. Down goes Moldorm 2.
Alright, it's gonna come down to a silverless fight, which it could still be anybody's game depending on how comfortable these runners are with that.
Yeah, it's one of those things that has a tendency to get out of hand if you don't manage your knockback properly, and we could see it go back and forth and back again.
In fact, I believe in the last tournament, in the standard tournament we had, oh wow, that's a nice pattern.
Yeah, wow.
Where somebody actually read the Ganon message, went back to Ganon's tower, got the silver arrows, and still was able to win faster than the other person could do silverless.
Wow.
Just because neither runner was really comfortable with it.
Right, and yeah, at that point, I mean, it comes down to kind of knowing yourself. That's a virtue unto itself, as Aga 2 goes down very quickly for Lord. Nice job.
Very well done.
But yeah, if you know, hey, I'm looking at a, a good 30 minutes here. If I do this way, I can probably comb the map.
Like, I don't know, if Ganon here said Swamp Palace, there'd be an inkling, a consideration of...
Well, maybe first chest. But yeah, Swamp Palace, no mirror. Feels bad.
Yeah, you just be like, well, that's that. Although he's laying on some like spin attacks.
Yeah.
He's already in phase 2.
Very nice.
Almost done with phase 2.
Yeah. Really working that out. I'm gonna dodge the fire bats, run low on health. We're seeing Jetabb in about the same position LordMonte was health-wise with this Lamola's fight.
Although Jetabb has 2 fairies that he picked up after his Ice Armos fight.
Right.
Going a little slow.
Monty hooked them, but yeah. Yeah, phase 2 still going on for LordMonte.
So LordMonte has no potions at this point. He is all used up.
This is a Whew. This could be big, especially if, upon a fall or a death, if he decides to go for the potion. It's not a terribly long detour, but it is a detour.
And it was Swamp Palace.
Oh, man.
So he has plenty of magic, but this is more of a... He can't get hit now.
Yeah. Oh, he certainly can't get hit now. Oh, boy.
And he got Ganon turned blue. I think there's the pressure feeling right now.
Oh, for sure.
This is.
Especially, I mean, wondering, did my opponent find the silvers? Did they make that swamp dive?
A little early on the attack there. Looks like he's gonna get a single hit in here. This is a high stakes fight now.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't quite look so obvious yet, but it's gonna be a. This is gonna come down to the wire. Sneaking onto the edge there.
And the worst part is when you're in this situation, you're just like, I just have to play the best I can, you know?
Right. I mean, you know what the cards are that have been dealt, and you just gotta do it. As LordMonte4 goes down for Jetabb. Oh, he's really hitting. He's hitting the flow now. Yeah. Good on him. And putting that torch to work to help keep him on. All right.
So I got a few more hits left. He's got it.
Ooh, GG. Nearly taking the fall on that last one. Oh, man.
And as soon as he walks through that door, we're going to have ourselves a winner. We have LordMonte taking first place with an official SRL race time of 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 31 seconds. And the Triforce letting him know that his quest is over, while his opponent is just cleaning up Ganon2.
Indeed. Yeah, clutching that out with just half a heart. That's a heck of a finish.
Oh, nice end to the Ganon2 fight there.
Indeed. Getting that lined up just so.
We'll let Jetabb finish up his Ganon fight here.
Yeah. Yeah, and with that win, Willard points out, LordMonte is moving out of Group F onto the bracket stage, so congrats to him for that.
Huge congrats.
Yeah.
But this Group F was just a group of amazing, solid runners. It was Ghostin? Is that
Yeah. Ghostin, Herfy Durfy.
LordMonte.
Yeah, I believe one of the devs was in there.
Somebody. No one really knows who that is.
Yeah, he's got like a weird obsession with some insects or something.
You know, whatever.
But yeah, no, of course, our incomparable Vitorb here. And, well, of course, these two who we saw duke it out tonight.
It's an amazing fight.
Yeah, I mean, it really came down to... It's really a shame, in a way. Like, it came down to Jetabb's willingness to check a couple of places. And they didn't pay off, so it's just like, oh, alright. I guess there's that. Apart from the death in Turtle Rock really hurt too, but yeah.
Absolutely. That I mean, it was a few small things that kind of made up the time difference. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
I was gonna say, do we know if LordMonte will be oh, there he is in the chat.
We'll see if he like to pop in here. Just gonna wait until Jetabb finishes up his fight. Maybe bring them both in.
Makes sense.
Get our guys in and congratulate them. Did anyone? Does anyone know? Why did nobody? Where was the mirror that whole time? Where was the mirror?
Who knows?
I think actually you see that Ganon text and you're just like, you know what? I'm not looking for the mirror. It was probably at the bumper cave. Ooh, getting close to that fire bat.
Yeah, gonna take a little damage for that. Working out these spins, trying to get this I think chat.
I remember that. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say in chat, letting Monty know they were feeling for him with that half-heart Ganon fight, an impressive feat.
Yeah, I think the first time I did the Ganon Silverless fight, it was an hour of falling, getting hit by fire bats. It was not pleasant, but once you get it down, you feel the rhythm.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I know my first time messing around with that just to make sure I understood it was, yeah, a similar experience of just, but GG to Jetabb getting this done.